On behalf of Pacific Islamic Community and Cultural Services, PICEX, I would like to give you all a very warm welcome for taking time out on a busy weekend. I know that it is summer and people have engagements and commitments, but thank you for joining us. And what an amazing crowd today, mashallah. Especially considering that it is a Urdu poetry and literature event, and I know that most of our community is comprised of, doctors, engineers, professionals, and techies. There is a perception, there is a true perception that somehow the mindset of a techie definitely is something that is not capable of appreciating Urdu poetry or literature. To prove it wrong, today we have with us Dr. Azra Raza. I would say that she is a living example and a proof that science and literature, poetry, they don't just go along very well, but at some point of time, they complement each other. We'll find more about it, we'll talk about it, and there's more to come about Dr. Azra Raza. But before we do that, I would like to invite Dr. Jamal Mustafa, who would give us a little overview of this organization, PICEX. Dr. Jamal Mustafa, Dr. Kamal Mustafa, and Air Commodore retired Ghulam Mustafa, and Nadia Bhabi and Saul Bhabi, those are really the driving force behind all the activities done by PICEX. We, a lot of volunteers like me and others, we just come up with, our wish list that we would like to do this or we would like to do that, and they are the ones who would actually make it happen. So without further ado, Dr. Jamal Mustafa.
Assalamu alaikum. Our main meeting is about Dr. Azra and her presentation, so please bear with me. PICEX, the organization that's sponsoring this event, as Khalid Bhai said, is Pacific Islamic Community and Cultural Services. We've been around as a nonprofit organization in the Pacific Northwest in Seattle for about 20 years. We have a number of different things that we do, which is all behind the scenes. Not only feeding the poor, but also showing our presence in the 4th of July parade, which we have in Bothell. And it has been quite a journey in the past 20 years. But I think our most wonderful experience that we have is the PICEX clinic that has served almost 100,000 patient hours in the past 10 years or so, and still going strong. So that is what really funds all the events that PICEX is able to do. As Khalid Bhai said, that it has been quite a journey. My dad started this organization. Me and my brother were forced into it, but we've enjoyed our time here. But I would like to ask anyone who wants to join the organization as a volunteer, as a board member, they're welcome to do so and guide the next 20 or 30 years. And not only yourself, but also your children or young people who you might want to encourage to come and be a part of this. It is not a fundraiser today. We don't anticipate any funds, but it is a nonprofit organization. If anybody does want to make a donation for PICEX, it's tax deductible. It's a nonprofit 501c3 or whatever those numbers are. I think that's all that I needed to mention about PICEX. As I mentioned, I do want you to participate. We're very fortunate Dr. Azra is here, very knowledgeable, exceptional, not only physician, doctor, oncologist, but also very knowledgeable about Urdu poetry and has a lot of publications. This is part of our summer series of lectures that we do, and we've been doing for the past couple of years. If anyone has any suggestions for any further talks like this or any other topic that might be of interest to the greater Islamic community here in the Pacific Northwest, please do let us know, and we will definitely sponsor those as well. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr.
सिजदे में हो कैफो मस्ती, पूछने आए होश की बस्ती, है यही हुस्ने दैर परस्ती, दैर में रहकर काबा हो जा। होश रहेगा जब तक बाकी, दुनिया जब तक तर्क न होगी, होश सुपर्दे दुनिया कर दे, दुनिया से बेगाना हो जा। ये मौसम, ये सर्द हवाएं, ये काली पुरशोर घटाएं, पीर कलीसा से कहता हूँ, ऐसे में दिल वाला हो जा। कुछ भी न होकर खुद ही मैंने होने के 100 ढंग निकाले। कुछ भी न होकर खुद ही मैंने होने के 100 ढंग निकाले। कहती रह गई दुनिया मुझसे, ऐसा हो जा वैसा हो जा। कसरत रंगो बू का सागर, राज समझ में आ जाएगा। या सुबह बुतखाना बन जा, या शामे मैं खाना हो जा। Yes, of course. Is Shaila not coming to speak?
आपके पास अगर डॉक्टर साहब के लिए कोई सवाल हो, साइंस से कोई अलग ही आपके बारे में से आपकी बात
It's not available in print because it was available for 10 years and we sold exactly 2 copies. So they withdrew it. So now it's only available as ebook.
So मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है आपसे, जिस तरह की आपने बोला माशाल्लाह आपने अपने जज्बात का इज़हार किया, शायरी के बारे में बताया, तो मेरे ज़हन में एक छोटा सा क्वेश्चन है, क्या शायरी सिर्फ जज्बात का इज़हार है या एक फिक्री तहरीक? उसके साथ साथ आपके ख्याल में आजकल उर्दू शायरी किस सिमत में जा रही है? ये 2 सवाल हैं।
I think you answered the first question in your question. Fikri tahreek hai. Because a poetry reflects your culture. And language evolves to express your fikr. That's why Urdu is such a beautiful language, because our fikr is beautiful. Why is Ghalib so famous? Because it's not just his shokhiya or romantic poetry, it's his fikr. And I think that our poetry is constantly challenging us in not just learning the intricacies of the world and appreciating it with wonder, but also guiding us towards a path of empathy, of love, of humanity. I think that is the single most important message of our poetry, is continuously love. And if the question is, who should we love more, God or man? Then unanimously all our poets give the same answer, that the only way to show your love for God is by loving humans. There is no other way. Yeah, there is no other way. हकीकी इश्क की इश्क़े मजाजी पहली मंजिल है. हकीकी इश्क की इश्क़े मजाजी पहली मंजिल है. चलो ए जाहिदो सुए हरम कुए बुता होकर. Because you see, it is very easy to love an abstract idea of God, to whom you have assigned every perfect virtue possible. So there is a perfect being that you can love. But it's much harder to love an imperfect man, woman, made of flesh, blood, and sweat and tears. That is your real test. And I think the problem in that test is कि होती नहीं है यूं ही अदा ये नमाज इश्क. पहले तो इश्क को क्या मर्तबा बढ़ा दिया ये कह के नमाज इश्क. होती नहीं है यूं ही अदा ये नमाज इश्क. यहाँ शर्त है कि अपने लहू से वुजू करो. दूसरा निदा फाजली का बहुत अच्छा शेर है. Going where our poetry has always gone towards love. That's it. Many people are asking me these days, Shaila, that do you think Urdu is a dying language? I say just the opposite. Urdu is experiencing a golden period right now. In Pakistan, at least, definitely. I don't know about you, but I watch all the dramas. They are unbelievable. The dialogue, the kind of poetry, the dialogue, and the enunciations, pronunciation of the words, they are fantastic, I think. And hearing them write that kind of stuff right now is truly inspiring, I think. So I think, and as far as prose is concerned, since you asked me about what poetry and is supposed to express, Urdu is a great language for expressing all kinds of emotions. For example, there is right now an Urdu writer from Pakistan who I think is in the same league as Faradullah Beg, as Ismat Chugtai, as Manto. You must read him if you haven't. His name is Ali Akbar Natiq, and he is from Okada. He, I think, has arrived in Urdu suddenly like a bombshell and written such staggeringly good fiction, short stories, long novels, and incredibly beautiful poetry. Who says Urdu is dead, for God's sake? Go and read just a couple of things that are being written by Ali Akbar Natiq, and you will feel your heart soar. Unbelievable, unbelievable.
Can you say Ali Akbar Nasir?
Natiq.
Nasir. Sorry. Nasir.
Dr. Azra, I have a question for you. I'm just curious, are you still practicing medicine?
I'm very impressed with your knowledge and also
Sorry.
hello, can you hear me?
Ji.
You know, I always have that problem that people don't hear me. But that's okay in my family because they don't want to listen to me. It's okay. But over here, I'm keen that you should hear me. So my overview is that you have given us a very learned discourse. And we are impressed with this. My question is slightly off the track. The question is that in this environment that we are, how are we supporting it? My own view is that our children don't come to this. And the parents don't even try that they should come. So that means as parents, we are encouraging them to get away from this, which is very sad. As you said, Urdu is a beautiful language. And of course, because I grew up there, I appreciate many of those things. But our concern remains, how can we encourage the younger generation to get interested? And I can tell you one thing, very frankly. If you were to give this lecture to the younger generation, they would have all left the hall by now. We are here because we like what you are saying, but they don't like what you are saying. So it has to be a movement from your side to move to their side, and from their side to move to the middle ground, and for them to start appreciating what is going on. Over here, they are able to tell us about all the
question.
of Robert Frost and so on and so on. But about Ale, Bal, we don't know because they never told us. So I need to ask you, how are you going to encourage that generation to come closer to what the parents think? Over here, if I was to take a survey of how many younger generation are here, I can count them on fingers. And how many elders are there? I can't count them on fingers. So we need to have an input from you because of your knowledge. We need to learn that. And over here, let me make a comment about the Seattle. They are a very good organization, but they are known for whom they throw out, not whom they ask to join. She is going to be able to tell you more about it. And so I'm going to leave it there, but I need your input and also her input.
Yes, certainly, but आप पहले जवाब दीजिए. Thank you, Mustafa, for a very heartfelt comment, because I think every parent in this room will agree with you that one of their biggest concerns is that their children are completely ignorant of their language and tehzeeb and their traditions. And I would like to ask you, whose fault is it? It is your fault. You didn't teach your children. Why haven't you? Why aren't children here today? So you need to accept responsibility instead of constantly moaning and complaining that our children can't speak Urdu. Well, they can't because you've made no efforts. And not just teaching a language, ये उनको सिखाना कि चाय बना दीजिए, खाना खिला दीजिए, that is not enough. That kind of kitchen Urdu they can speak. But to awaken them to the grandness of your language and your culture and your poetry and your literature, पहले माँ बाप तो पढ़े उसे. And not to belabor the point, but I would like to recount something for you. I come from a family where my father was from Lucknow originally and my mother from Aligarh. And no conversation was ever complete without quoting ghazals and shairs, etc. So once my mother was visiting me when I was in Chicago, and she and I started having an argument about this Ghalib shair. Na tha kuch to khuda tha, kuch na hota to khuda hota. Duboya mujhko hone ne na hota, main to kya hota. So we kept reading it back and forth a few times, and we were arguing about the meaning. And then my mother said, "Go and get me a glass of water." And as I went and came back, my 2.5-year-old daughter Scheherazade, who was playing around us, and when I came back, she jumped up and she recited, "Na tha kuch to khuda tha, kuch na hota to khuda hota." She recited the whole thing. So my mother was so shocked. She said, "Iski memory to tumse bhi zyada achhi hai, isko sikhao." And the thing she told me to do was कि अभी से सिखाना शुरू करो कि इसके शीन काफ दुरुस्त हो जाए, वरना बड़े होके ये घोड़ा कहेगी, घोड़ा नहीं कह सकती. So from that day on, every single morning we spent, mother and daughter, half an hour together. Just doing poetry. And do you know what is the first sher I taught her, Mustafa? असद हम वो जुनू जोलां गदाए बेसरोपा हैं कि है सरपंजे मिशगाने आहू पुश्त खार अपना. Imagine a 2.5-year-old reciting this. Why? ताकि पुश्त और खार और मिशगां ये सब कहना आ जाए. And every single morning when she went to college, luckily she got into Columbia, so she didn't leave New York as an undergrad. And so she wanted to live on her own, of course, as all children do. So I took 2 apartments in the same building. Did you know that, Mahan? So I was living on the penthouse and Scheherazade was living on the 5th floor. Why? So we could continue our poetry session. Until she finished college. Whether she partied till 1 a.m. at night, she would be there in the morning to see me at 7. So when she was a teenager, I asked her once that you rebelled about everything in life. How come you continue to do the poetry with so much interest? And her answer was so beautiful. She said, Mommy, I don't remember because I was too young when we started. But as we, somehow this feeling always stayed with me from that first moment that you and your mom had the best time when you were reciting poetry to each other. And I thought maybe I'll have a good time with you if I recite poetry with you. माँ को खुश करने का तरीका उसकी समझ में आ गया कि इनको बहुत पसंद है शेर व शायरी, इनको यही बहुत अच्छा मौका है जब इनका मूड खराब हो एक शेर सुना दो. My thing is, अच्छा अभी just last year on Mother's Day, she is also doing as a hobby pottery. So she threw a vase for me for Mother's Day. और उस वेस पे उन्होंने क्या किया? वो फिराक और वो विसाल कहाँ, वो शबो रोजो माहो साल कहाँ. Where are those unions, those separations? Where are those days, weeks, months and years? मिर्जा असदुल्लाह खान गालिब, उर्दू में पूरा लिख के ये पॉटरी पे. So I am saying to you that I hear this all the time. How do we get our children interested? Well, it's up to you. You need to get them interested. I opened my eyes and I was forced to memorize hundreds of verses of Ghalib and Anis and Dabir and Iqbal. Why aren't you teaching them? Then why are you complaining? And especially now that you're not even living in that culture. But that was not the only thing. My parents had left Lucknow and Aligarh, a culture of 1,000 years of nuances and courtesies, and they land in the desert of Sindh. And they had the same immigrants' anxiety that you are having sitting here, because they had left their culture, their language, their way of living behind. In fact, last night I was reading to them that my father could never get over the trauma of leaving his Lucknow. And it is his older brother who said it all. Chaman chhuta to chhuta tha, mazaq-e rango boo chhuta. You see, there is a genre of Urdu poetry called Sheher-Ashobi, where you lament the loss of a city, the destruction of a city, the separation from a city. But it's not just the geographic separation. The main separation is that you have to give up a way of living that was there. Chaman chuta to chuta tha, mazaq-e rango boo chuta. Yes, I left the garden, but with that departure, the whole concept of fragrance and color has gone out of my life. चमन छूटा तो छूटा था मज़ाक़े रंग बू छूटा छुटी आदम से जन्नत और हमसे लखनऊ छूटा. So I am telling you, Mustafa, very honestly, since you asked me this question, that my parents had the same anxiety that these parents have sitting in Seattle, my parents had sitting in Karachi, Sindh. But why didn't they give in to it? Because their culture mattered, their language mattered, their poetry mattered to them. And they said to all 7 of us constantly, कि अंग्रेजी और साइंस तो आप बाहर पढ़ लेंगे, उर्दू पढ़ाना हमारा फर्ज है. आप करिए, ये मत सोचिए कि उर्दू की कोई वज़न बनेगी और वो सिखाएगी. This is the easy way out. I'm sorry to tell you this, but you asked me, so you can't complain now. I am saying to all the young people sitting here and all the older people, you can find ways to communicate with your children a lot better if you show them what matters to you. If they don't see what matters to you, why would they want to do it? And this lack of love for Urdu for me is a lack of love for Urdu in all of you. You need to change it.
Let's just take a comment to that. We the parents की बात करनी है. When my father moved, migrated back to Pakistan, his family was from Pune in Bombay, and my mother's family was from Hyderabad, and they both had the language but the accents. And my father was very, very young that all of us siblings correctly from Pakistan. We need to understand and we have to speak correctly. इस वजह से हम सब बहन भाई जो हैं, हमारी जो ज़बान है वो बहुत सही उर्दू है कंपेयर टू हमारे बिहार में पंजाब. लेकिन और हम हमसे बात करते हैं, which is very strange to most of our friends, especially from Lahore. And the thing is कि ये जो concept आप parents से सीखते हैं, जब कहेंगे कि parents आपको ये ख्वाहिश या ये feeling instill करें कि इसमें pride हो आपकी ज़बान में, आपकी culture में, तो वो फिर हम भी करते हैं आगे अपने बच्चों के साथ. हम भी यहाँ बहुत सालों से और बच्चे यही प्रोडक्ट में, लेकिन उनको आती है उनको एक तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, दूसरा ये एक लव ऑफ कल्चर भी होना चाहिए. ये नहीं कि पाकिस्तान क्यों जा रहे हैं, हम लोग खुशी से जाते हैं और बहुत बहुत अच्छा फील करते हैं. हमारे एक हमारा कल्चर है.
Do you live in Seattle? You need to spend more time with Mustafa. Then he wouldn't be asking the question he asked. But there is someone in the back who
Yes,
wanted
yes, I
to
think you
ask.
want.
Hi, Dr. My name is Rais. I have a question for you. It's a personal question. You don't have to answer it. I assume you're still practicing medicine. And where do you get time to spend so much time on poetry? This is personally, it's very difficult for me to do 3 things, 4 things, 2 things at the same time. I don't have time. Where do you get time?
And can I add something to it? Because I had, something to digress a little bit from Shairi. She's doing research on cancer, and she's working on curing the most deadly disease in the world. And at the same time, obviously, all of that research requires a lot of funding. So, just to add to his question, if you could also elaborate a little bit on, what is it that you have been doing? Had you been, as an entrepreneur? I think that you have somehow worked it out. So can you please share about that?
Whenever you want to really annoy a woman of a certain age, the opener should always be, "Are you still working?" That's how you start it. Yes, I'm still working. And I'm still working 12 to 14 hours a day. And that doesn't mean that I can't do anything else. And I think it's your interest that matters. It's your concentration. It's how much you care. I do not remember, I swear, I do not remember a single day in my adult life when I haven't thought of some Urdu couplet, some sher, some ghazal.
You're just like me. I'm Pasha.
Lovely. उठते बैठते हर चीज में एक शेर का ख्याल आ जाता है आपको कि अरे इस वक्त के लिए तो ये है, ये तो हस्बे हाल है. So it's for me, it is second nature. It isn't as if I'm forcing myself, but that is how I grew up. Yet I don't complain about my daughter if she doesn't do it because that is not her culture. She has grown up in New York City. So why she can understand Urdu and speak Urdu and will recite tons of Ghalib to you, she's like a cassette also. उसका बटन दबा दें वो शुरू हो जाएंगी आपको पूरी गजल सुना के. But that doesn't mean that she will understand the meaning of, for example, something so beautiful as, I'll give you an example. My colleague is Siddharth Mukherjee, who is a Pulitzer Prize winning author, cancer researcher, one of the most brilliant personalities I know, but he's also a great classical singer. So one day he came to my office and always music is playing in my office. He goes, "Oh, is that Kishori Amonkar?" I go, "Yeah, that is Kishori Amonkar, but why would you know that?" He said, "Because I also sing." And then he sang something very beautiful. So I said, "Well, that's lovely. Are you teaching your daughters to sing also?" And he gave such a good answer. He said, "Azra, think about it. मैं तो खेलूंगी उन्हीं से होरी गुइयां." Now, unless she understands and appreciates the meaning of उन्हीं से, मैं तो खेलूंगी उन्हीं से होरी गुइयां. You don't have the concept, then you won't have the pain. And if you don't have the pain, then singing is useless. Anything is useless unless you are completely drowning in that particular thing. And so I do think that asking questions like where do I find time? One more example. We have a place called Jackson Heights in New York, which is the garh of all the desi stuff. So I go there because I have a great tailor there. So I went to my tailor one time and he never looks up. So he's looking down and working and he goes, "Sunaye aap doctor hain?" I go, "Ji." "Sunaye badhiya oncologist hain?" I go like, बड़ी तो नहीं लेकिन oncologist हैं अपनी तरफ से I'm trying to be modest. I go हाँ हैं. He goes without looking up. He goes 25 कर दें. I go like पैसे मांग रहे हैं क्या कह रहे हैं 25 कर दें 25 कर दें. हमने कहा हम समझे नहीं आप क्या कहना चाह रहे हैं. He goes जो आता है कहता है बिजी 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 24 घंटे आप 25 नहीं कर सकती तो आप कहां से बड़ी डॉक्टर बनी. You know, I thought that he had his fingers on the pulse of the problem. Everyone is constantly busy, busy, busy. That is not an excuse again. For the same reason, not teaching your children what you love is not an excuse for me. So I don't think I take out any extra time anywhere, but every single day while I'm exercising, I'm running, I'm lifting weights, I'm reciting poetry, I'm learning new verses all the time. अभी एक सीखा है हमने याद किया सुनिए आप भी. Shaila, this is such a gorgeous Mustafa Zaidi.
क्या बात है मुस्तफा ज़ैदी साहब. इरशाद.
दिल के रिश्ते अजीब रिश्ते. दिल के रिश्ते अजीब रिश्ते हैं. Ajeeb is a very interesting word. Comes from ajaib ghar, ajuba, something wondrous. It's not strange. It's something that incites wonder in you. दिल के रिश्ते अजीब रिश्ते हैं, सांस लेने से टूट जाते हैं. So one meaning of this is that dil ke rishte are so fragile, so delicate, that you don't even have to complain about a gehra सांस भी नहीं, सिर्फ सांस लेने से टूट जाते. यही चीज मीर तकी मीर 150 साल पहले कह गए थे. ले सांस भी आहिस्ता के नाजुक है बहुत काम, आफाक में इस कार गहे शीशा गरी का। तो एक तो ये मतलब हो गया इसका कि इतने नाजुक रिश्ते होते हैं, आपको उनका बहुत ख्याल करना पड़ता है, उनकी देखभाल करनी पड़ती है, उनकी नरिशमेंट करनी पड़ती है। वो रिश्ते ऐसे ही नहीं कायम रहते। But I came up with a different meaning, and I wonder what you think of my meaning. I thought that सांस लेने से टूट जाते हैं का मतलब ये भी हो सकता है that सांस लेना is really the passage of time. If you let a rishta go by without turning to it for a long time, उससे भी टूट जाते हैं रिश्ते। So whatever you care about, you need to keep track. कोई दोस्त बहुत दिन से बिछड़ गया है तो आपको उसकी खैर खबर ले लेनी चाहिए, क्योंकि वरना टूट जाएगा वो रिश्ते। दिल के रिश्ते अजीब रिश्ते हैं, सांस लेने से टूट जाते हैं। Point I am making is that every day you should be reading our great poetry and memorizing it, and not just one शेर, पूरी गजल याद करिए आप, फिर आप उसको पढ़ते रहिए, दिमाग में दोहराते रहिए, आपको इतना इत्मीनान मिलेगा। Even in your darkest time, you will find some solace, some healing, as I said. Oh, sorry.
जाबा, आपसे मुझे एक बात पूछनी थी कि ये आपका भी बहुत फेवरेट शेर है कि पढ़ते हुए खुर से है शबनम को फना की तालीम, और मैं भी हूँ एक नजर होने, इनायत नजर होने तक। तो मेरा ये सवाल था कि इश्क की सफर में या क्या बिल्कुल भी इज्जत नफ्स का की कोई जगह नहीं है, आपको बिल्कुल ही अपनी इज्जत को खत्म कर देना है?
मैं कमेंट करूं इसमें?
जी,
उस पे मैं कमेंट कर दूंगी। जी जी, ये इश्क का जो बोल रहे हैं ना, तो मुझे इनका, मैं अपनी तरफ से कमेंट दे रही हूँ। इश्क करना है तो फिर दर्द भी सहना सीखो।
वाह।
इश्क करना है तो फिर दर्द भी सहना सीखो, वरना वरना ऐसा करो औकात में रहना सीखो।
बहुत अच्छा, वाह। हाँ, नहीं, बहुत अच्छा। पर तवे खुर से है शबनम को फना की तालीम, मैं भी हूँ एक इनायत की नजर होने तक। क्या बात है। देखिए, इश्क में आपने पूछा कि अपनी इज्जत की कोई फिक्र नहीं करनी चाहिए, जितनी बेइज्जती खराब हो आप वो बर्दाश्त करें, इसका ये मतलब नहीं है। इश्क का मतलब यहाँ पे ये है, और गालिब का तो हमेशा, बल्कि हमारे सब शायरों का यही मतलब रहा है कि इश्क ऐसा होना चाहिए। Let me give you my example. One of my greatest ishq is platonic. It's not with a person, but it's with a quest to cure cancer. But I haven't been able to cure cancer. Does that mean कि हमारी बेइज्जती हो गई इसमें? जुस्तजू जिसकी थी उसको तो न पाया हमने। What I was striving for, trying to cure cancer, वो तो नहीं हुआ। जुस्तजू जिसकी थी उसको तो न पाया हमने, इस बहाने से मगर देख ली दुनिया हमने। In the journey I swallowed the word. खुद उसको रुस्वा न किया, खुद भी पशेमाना हुए। Meaning, you don't begin to question your goal, that there was something wrong with what I was striving for. And neither do you start feeling embarrassed that I didn't give it my all. No. You gave it your all, and it was a noble and great goal, but the fact that you didn't reach it does not make this an insulting thing. Rather, what it means is the second line that comes here. तुझको रुस्वा न किया, खुद भी पशेमाना हुए, इश्क की रस्म को इस तरह निभाया हमने। This is how you maintain the decorum of ishq. That's what real love demands, is that if you love something so much, then the idea is that you maintain the dignity of that love. And in that maintaining the dignity of love, you maintain your own dignity by giving it your all. And it has nothing to do with zillat, izzat, ghairat, ye kuch nahi hai. And that is the meaning of that particular ghalib. Par tawe khur se hai shabnam ko fana ki taaleem. The dewdrop waits all night because it is in love with the sun. But the first ray of the sun comes and it evaporates it, and it's finished, gone. And that ultimate thing is its real, the height of its attainment of love is to be fana. So I think all of you who love others, who love their work, who love literature, who love Microsoft, anything, it's got to be that you are giving your all. And that's what I tried to say in this talk, which I was disappointed to hear Mustafa say that all the children would have walked out. Because I do have a child sitting there, Maham, and another child sitting there, Preston, and I don't see them walking out, and I don't even see them snoozing. They have been hanging on to every word I said. So I'm sorry to say that your reading of the children is, in my opinion, not exactly an accurate reflection.
Common existence of children says for itself.
Not here.
My children
Or-
my children's children are also here.
That's
That
lovely.
is a different issue.
Yes.
I worried about the community as such.
Don't worry. Community will take care of itself. They love what matters to them. Maybe Urdu doesn't matter as much to them, and that's fine too. They don't have to love everything you love.
जी मेरा नाम असद फैजी है। इश्क वो दरिया है जिसका कोई किनारा नहीं। आपकी आज की जो आपने फरमाया है बेहद खूबसूरत पुरमौज भी है और हमने बहुत कुछ सीखा भी है उससे। अगर मैं अपनी अल्फाज में थोड़ा बहुत बयान कर सकूँ, आपने फरमाया कि वली दखनी से लेकर इफ्तिखार आरिफ तक उर्दू शायरी एक अजीम अदबी वर्षा है जो सदियों पर मुहित है और गहरे फिक्री पस मंज़र की हामिल है। और लेकिन जो अच्छी बात है वही कि उर्दू शायरी आज भी अपने अंदाज़ तख़य्युल की बुलंद परवाज़ी और गहरी मानवियत की वजह से दिलों को छूती है और अभी भी रेलेवेंट है। मुझे सिर्फ एक सवाल जो मुझे आपसे करना था, जो बात मुझे थोड़ी सी बॉदर करी थी कि आपने ये क्यों ये महसूस किया कि इतनी खूबसूरत उर्दू शायरी की तफसील बयान करने के लिए, उस पर इतनी पुरमस बात करने के लिए आपको अंग्रेजी ज़बान का सहारा लेना पड़े? ऐसी क्या ज़रूरत पड़ी आपको?
You know, on all my talks, there are generally two comments that come, which I delete. YouTube पे लगाते हैं। The first comment is usually something to the effect, "Sister, where is your hijab?" I'm surprised you didn't ask me that. And the second is always, "Thank you for speaking the Urdu in the English." There are enough people explaining Urdu in Urdu. But I have lived 50 years of my life in this country, and I'm more comfortable speaking in English.
And I'm very thankful because this is the first time my husband has sat through a talk. That's the point, you know. Thank you very much.
No, but the point I'm making is that it's very important for me to express myself. And if I can express myself in English better, then that's what I'm going to do. You don't like it, you don't have to hear it. No one is forcing you to it. Please listen to people speaking Urdu in Urdu, that's fine also.
Then it's okay for our kids to speak English.
Of course it is. देखिए हमारे दोस्त हैं मियाँ बीवी पाकिस्तान से, तो उन्होंने यहाँ आते ही तहैया किया कि हमारा बच्चा पैदा होगा तो हम उससे सिर्फ उर्दू में बात करेंगे। तो सिर्फ उर्दू सिखाई, उसे एक लफ्ज अंग्रेजी का नहीं आता था। जब 4 साल की उम्र हुई तो वो स्कूल गया पहले दिन। अब माँ बाप का घबराहट से बुरा हाल कि इसको तो एक लफ्ज अंग्रेजी का नहीं आता, अब इसका क्या बनेगा। परेशान बैठे हुए थे जब वो वापस दाखिल हुए, टहलते हुए बहुत कॉन्फिडेंट एयर के साथ। तो माँ बाप ने पूछा क्या हुआ बेटा, स्कूल में क्या हुआ? तो क्या कहता है ये 4 साल का बच्चा? मोस्ट कॉन्फिडेंटली गोज, होता क्या, हमारी बेचारी मिस को उर्दू ही नहीं आती।
Dr. Saab, it's a very interesting and very enjoyable discussion here. And I thought probably I'll also budge in. I'm not going to ask a question, but I have a comment on ladies' observation about ishq, right? So ishq is not something that you do it yourself. It is something that comes from the heavens into your heart for somebody, and it's I think our responsibility as responsible people to manage it, to, like you talked about poetry, you talked about expressing it, you talked about how to channelize it. It's not something that I can control. If I can probably get a qubits grow, it's not something that I'll be able to. I have to live with that pain. And how you live with that pain, how you manage it, I think that's the most important, number one. Number two, I think ishq, which drives the passion for everything, it is not only limited to Urdu language. If you look around, I mean, in all languages, whether it's Arabic, whether it's French, whether it's English, Persian is such a beautiful language. Arabic has its own style. But this is our treasure. Urdu is our treasure. We understand it. जब मैं पाकिस्तान में था तो मैं कव्वाली का प्रोग्राम आ रहा होता था, I used to switch it off. When I came here, I aged a little bit. I started to love it. I found a different world altogether in it. So I think we should understand, yes, Urdu is our treasure. So let's share it with our kids also. Let's enjoy it ourselves also. But let's not really think that other languages are not really expressing in the same way. Like strumming my heart with the swing girl, the way that woman wrote her name. Is it or I think he's wanting me to finish it off. I will do that. So I think if you look around, go into different literatures, you talk about different poets, philosophers, everything, there's a world of treasures there. But Urdu, since you know it, and the beautiful way that, like you were talking about Lucknow, about Aligarh and all those places, I think they're all our treasures. So let's cherish it. Thank you.
Lovely comment. Thank you so much. I couldn't agree more.
We'll take last couple of questions because I want to save 5 minutes for one thing that is a special request and it is for our youth. So we'll come to that. But last couple of questions.
One quick question, doctor. My name is Ali Barlas. जैसे आपने कहा बच्चों का मूड खराब हो जाए तो उनको शेर सुना दो। अगर बीवी का मूड खराब है तो फिर क्या करें?
उनको शॉपिंग भेज दीजिए।
So मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है छोटा सा।
ये इश्क एक शेर है। इश्क वालों से कहा इश्क करना है तो चाके गरिमा कर ले, होशमंदों से कहा रक्स से जुनून होता है।
Very nice. Thank you.
Any last question?
I don't have a question, like मुझे सिर्फ ये बताना है, मैंने पाकिस्तान और इंडिया में उर्दू नहीं पढ़ी। मैं आया, बर्थ मेरी यूके की है, नाइजीरिया में मैंने स्कूलिंग की, लेकिन कोई कह नहीं सकता कि मुझे उर्दू नहीं आती। It's just because of my parents. मेरे पेरेंट्स का भी ताल्लुक लखनऊ, कानपुर और अलीगढ़ से है मेरे फादर का, and I'm an example here. Lovely. Thank you. Thank you.
कोई कमेंट था?
मैं बस
हाँ,
आपको करना चाह रही थी, मुझे पूछा था मैं बिल्कुल डॉक्टर साहिबा से एग्री करती हूँ. When my daughter was in 8th grade, once she came to me and she asked me, how do you put your tongue in chains? And I asked her, why should I do that? वो फेस पढ़ रही थी और फेस का वो कलाम पढ़ रही थी कि रखती है हर एक हल्का जंजीर पे जुबान है. तो उसकी वजह ये थी कि मेरे घर में उर्दू की बहुत सारी किताबें थी. तो बच्चों की जो इब्तिदाई तरबियत होती है या उर्दू की तालीम होती है, जैसे कि डॉक्टर साहिबा ने कहा, घर से ही शुरू होती है. फिर मैंने अपनी बेटी के लिए वो किताबें मंगवाना शुरू की जिसमें फैज और गालिब ट्रांसलेशन थे.
My best friends who have flown here from Houston just for this evening. So thank you very much all of you. By the way, I've become so much associated with Behre Tabeel that I was going to Pakistan in November and I landed at Doha, Qatar, and some lady looked at me at the airport and she came towards me saying, Behre Tabeel, Behre Tabeel. So it's like my new name, I guess. I'll read just a little portion of it. था इसी गुलशन शादाब में मैं भी के पड़ी उस पे नजर, बैठ गया थाम के जानू मगर उसने न खबर ली. कलक व रंज से बेचैन गमो दर्द का मारा मैं यही सोच रहा था कि उसे क्यों हमने दिया दिल जो है नामहरी में कामिल, जिसे आता नहीं आना गमो हसरत का निभाना, जो सितम में है यगाना जिसे कहता है जमाना. बुते बेमहर दगाबाज जफा पेश फुसूसाज सितम खाना बरंदाज गजब जिसका हर एक नाज, जो जफाकारी में माहिर, जो सितमकेश सितमगर जिसे आती नहीं उल्फत, जो समझता नहीं चाहत, जो तसल्ली को न समझे, जो तशफ़ी को न जाने, जो करे कौल न पूरा करे हर काम अधूरा. यही दिन रात तसव्वुर है कि ना हक उसे चाहा, जो ना आए न बुलाए, न रहो रंग बढ़ाए, न कहीं दिल की सुनाए, जो कहो कुछ तो खफा होए कि शिकवे की जरूरत, जो ये चाहो तो न चाहो, जो अभी चाहूं तो अभी रख दूं इसे तलवों से मसल कर, अभी यूं देखते रह जाओ कि हैं इनको हुआ क्या, जो इन्होंने मेरा दिल लेके मेरे हाथ से खोया.
We have something for you. We have a little token of appreciation कि आप यहाँ पे आए और आपने हमारे साथ जो है टाइम स्पेंड किया. So it's just a little token of appreciation. If I could call Air Commodore retired Namaste.
You gotta have it showing.
I have one more. You've all seen how much Khalid Hafiz has worked to make this a success.
Oh, that is surprising.
New ideas, and we are looking forward to doing better things. So I really appreciate you appreciating his work. We appreciate his work in the PKX, but I don't know what his family thinks because I never see them.
We will have support.
That may be a hint, but
Anyway, then this is what I said. That I only make suggestions, bring ideas, and they make it happen. Something magical happens behind the scenes. Thank you so much. Quick group photograph. अजरा आपको खिदमत देंगे हमारी जो टीम है उसके साथ एक तस्वीर.
please take your, kindly take your bottles or any other cups and plates with you, please. And we don't want to leave anything in the hall. Please keep this in mind. We do want to take out all bottles, cups, plates, whichever have been used. Thank you.